here in France, Vlera Hetemi from Kosovo, and Vlera Hetemi from Macedonia. Are they here?
Yes.
And first, before is to give it to Vlera Hetemi from Kosovo. Let's say Tatiana Manch can come and sit here, so we don't have to lose time. Tatiana Manch
Honored ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for giving me the pleasure to open this session and to introduce you my research paper on globalization, changes and competitiveness. You all may have heard about globalization because, as the Vice Rector mentioned, the 21st century is the century of globalization and the century of technology. So probably I would rather start with some examples about globalization to give you a sense of what globalization really is. Basically, there are several examples all around us. For example, we have McDonald's spread from the US to Japan and to your countries. Afterwards, this Congress here is also some sort of culture of globalization, so that this Congress outreaches to people, and there are like literally or virtually no borders because all of us have gathered in just one place. There's some sort of world shrinkage and some sort of world coming together. And also probably all of you are witnesses that there are, for example, manufactured products from China coming to your countries, so that there's some sort of great exchange of products between countries, and this is what globalization in its core is. Globalization is an old concept dating from the 4000 BC, where people were trading livestock and other items with other people and in other towns. Basically, it's a multi-dimensional term. There is no perfect definition for globalization because it covers a wide range of things. It covers many sectors. It covers many elements. Basically, what it means is more interconnectedness and more reliance of people and of countries on each other. It's some sort of world coming together, world shrinkage, where local happenings in one country are shaped by happenings in other countries as well. So globalization basically has made it impossible for countries to collapse in isolation, as did Easter Island or Greenland in the past. Because no matter how remote a country may be in the turmoil, it will affect the prosperous countries, and it will also be subject to their influence, whether helpful or destabilizing. Then we have less time and distance friction because the geographic distances are getting shorter. So with an instant call or with a message, you can easily connect with another person in the other parts of the globe or in the other hemisphere. And since there's more interaction, there's also more opportunities and more influence from foreign markets, from foreign markets, and there are more options to choose from. Let me tell you something about globalization's pace. Basically, a starting point has been in the 15th century with the early movements of trade across Asia and Indian Ocean, and this is called Globalization 1.0, and I'll explain to you why later. Then there has been a rapid growth in the early 20th century with advances in technology and telecommunication, and this is Globalization 2.0. And probably the last, but most important globalization is the one 3.0, the one we're witnessing today in the 21st century. We started from the third millennium onwards. And the globalization 1.0 has basically shrank the world from size big to size medium. The 2.0 world from size medium to size small. And the one we're witnessing today has shrank the world from size medium to size tiny. And it has basically made the world a global village and has made each and every one of you a global citizen. Afterwards, there are some key factors that drove globalization. It's first technology and internet, the ease of interaction and communication. Then there are the transfer costs and speed of transport. By 1920s, the ocean shipping costs fell by half, the airfares fell by 85%, and telecommunication fell by 99%. Then we had the end of the Cold War, because during the Cold War and the World War I, the countries introduced protectionist economic policies. They closed their borders, and there was no open market or no global market. But with the end of the Cold War, then the global market emerged, and now we have liberalized markets that we call global markets. And also global problems have caused migration of people, their movement, and that it has also brought governments together to solve global issues. Additional factors are the